I do. It's for Mr. Triska. So first of all, thank you so much for just maintaining like this like can-do attitude in this, kind of like a less than ideal situation. And I think kids are actually really resilient. But can you just help me picture, when we say kids will be kind of at the TL library, for example, I mean, how many classrooms and how are we trying to how do we transform that into a learning environment for kids and teachers too, right? Teachers who need to have stuff and project and talk.
Right. No, we have to have our equipment and we have to have our furniture.
Yeah.
So the classrooms that we're developing, these collaborative classrooms that we've been working on all year, they actually consist of, when we move into our actual classrooms, 2 classrooms with a pretty broad doorway with the doors open between them, and the teachers working with, in small groups, in larger groups, students using Chromebooks or iPads to work in blended situations, but to be teaching all together in a collaborative setting. So some of my teachers are doing that now. Some who never had done it before began this year and are doing it very well, but without that doorway between them. So for teachers who are collaborative, a great big open space like a library, as long as there aren't people coming in and sitting down and interrupting them, which, we won't be able to probably use the library exactly the same way. It'll probably have to be accessed when our kids are out at PE or something like that. I know at Central, the librarian did a rolling library for a while because they weren't ready. Got it. But for collaborative teachers, a space like that is ideal, actually.
Yeah, and,
there's no wall at all.
One of my
so
kids
it's ideal.
We're in a collaborative classroom, so I can picture it exactly. Because Alex had, Ms. Early Wine and Ms. Heinschel.
Yeah.
But is it 2 or 4 classrooms?
Yeah, so if I can just add to it. First of all, we will invest in putting in partitions, and the library actually has 2 rooms. One of them is almost the size of a classroom, so we'll be using those as well. We'll be able to, in the Learning Commons, there will be nooks and things anyway, so we will build so that they can have the combination of small group space and larger, et cetera. So, and the amount of funds we're going to spend to do that temporarily is so much less than what our other options were, both in terms of paying overtime, let alone bringing in portables, which is what a lot of people do, and you create that. So that option of just investing in making this just a fun, dynamic, engaging, perfect setting that people are going to love, that's what we're going to do. And we will pay the teachers to come in early and help make that happen and turn it into the rising from the ashes. That's what we're going to do. So I just wanted to be clear about that. We basically need to house the equivalent of 6 classrooms, I believe. 4th grade, right? Isn't that total?
Right. And we do have a 5th grade classroom that we have to figure out too.
Right, but that's just getting
we have an
additional
classroom,
right? So I don't want to get into that level.
I mean, there is a lot of detail.
Here, yes.
But the big idea.
But basically, actually there though, for the 4th grade, it's going to be focused on the equivalent of 6 classrooms. So whether it's 4 in 1 so that they can team in 2s and 2. We haven't gotten that level of detail, but I think it's most important to get a sense of the environment and what we're going to build, and that we will put the resource in, and we're going to provide support for the teachers to build that great environment for that time period.
With pull-out spaces for RSP and our learning center, we've been thinking about all that. So
yeah, and I should say I don't want to make it sound like there aren't a lot of other issues around this, right? Because CLC, for example, they're going to have to pack up their stuff before the summer. We have to get the work done. Then they're going to unpack for a little bit to get through that time and then move again, right? So that's not going to be great for them. Mr. Kaufman is working with his staff on how might we share some rooms in ways that will free up some other space. So everybody's jumping in. TL staff has been talking about it already, and they're going to help make it happen because they're professional and that's what they're going to do. And everybody is affected by this in some way. But the thing we're not going to scrimp on is learning environment for kids from day one. And I just want to be really, really clear about that.
And my sense too was that